everybody. My name's Enya, and I am here today with
Meg. So I am a part of the social work program here at UNT, and I am a senior.
yes. So, Meg, if you could give us a quick overview of the research you're doing here.
Yeah, so I am working with the Department of Sociology here at UNT, and we are researching various factors affecting nurse aides. So some of us are focusing more on the mental health aspect, and some of us are even focusing on the physical health aspects. But I am specifically focusing on quiet quitting, which is a phenomenon that kind of refers to like emotionally pulling away from your job and doing as well as you can without getting essentially fired.
So, Meg, what do you think is the real world impact of what you're doing today?
Really, what I think we're going to learn from this is how we can better take care of our nurse aides. I think that because the senior population is continuing to grow, it's really important that we learn how we take care of them because nursing homes are going to be in more and more demand, and therefore we're going to need more and more nurse aides. And I recognize that nurse aide, that's not exactly a job that a lot of people want to do because it's so hard. And so I think if we learn how to take care of those professionals a little more, we might draw more people to the field, which we're desperately going to need.
Yeah, definitely. So, what inspired you to pick this topic?
Honestly, so I just got an email about it a few semesters ago, and my own grandparents have lived in nursing homes, and I think I've seen the impact that these individuals have on not only the individuals they're taking care of, but also the families of those individuals. And I think that I just wanted to be able to help them in ways that I've seen that they've helped my own family members.
For sure. So, Meg, what is your main contribution to this research project?
So I'm focusing on quiet quitting. As I had said, it's like a phenomenon where it's an emotional withdrawal from work. And it's broken down into many parts. And so we're going to look to research if we can find various parts of quiet quitting that are associated with other factors. And then I am also planning on writing a journal article that I hope to get published. I know that not all of us are doing that, but that's how I'm contributing. And we're all chipping in on, even the tedious little things like mailing out information packets to nursing homes and giving out the surveys at nursing homes as well.
Well, that's cool. So, Meg, what has your experience been as an undergraduate conducting research?
Honestly, it's been interesting. It's not quite what I expected. But Dr. Yates has really helped me feel just as important as everyone else on the team, which I think is really great. Because I want to say there's 3 or 4 graduate students working on this team. And some of them are using this research specifically for their thesis. So it's almost like they have more writing on this, but he's never let any of us feel like we are less of a contribution to it. And so I think that's been really nice.
The top's fun. And so what is one piece of advice that we could give an undergraduate trying to get involved in research?
Honestly, be open-minded. I never really thought I wanted to go into research, but I just saw it as an opportunity and I said, might as well take it.
Yeah.
It's far more reading methodical than a lot of people think, especially because I'm a social work major. Everything we talk about is very grayscale. It's very, things change based on the situation you're in. And I think that this has taught me to be very methodical, and it's important that those things are followed. But I also think it's important that like my social work background has allowed me to introduce new topics that maybe someone that's very tight in the research field isn't really thinking about.
Yeah, that's wonderful. What does a typical day look like for you when you're conducting research here?
All of our days have honestly looked different just because we're just about to start doing the actual research, the administered surveys. So a lot of it recently has just been getting together as a group and talking about, okay, for sure, these are the topics that we want to nail down. And since we're all doing very different things, we have all tried to incorporate some factors of other people's research into our own. And recently we were just doing very tedious work, like putting together information packets, and me and another undergraduate student were working on just calling nursing aides and like getting contact information, or nursing homes and getting contact information. But then going forward now, over the next, I would say, couple months, it's going to look like we're going to go into nursing homes. We're going to help administer the surveys there. And then after that, it's going to be a lot of hands-on, like putting in that information into a system that basically reads the data for us. And then once we have all that, we're just going to be off writing our own papers that we hope to get published.
Awesome. Alrighty. And then my last question for you guys is, what has been the most rewarding part about all of this for you?
I think it's honestly been learning that I could do this. Research is a field where I think it could be it can be easy for people to feel very intimidated by it. And I think, as I said, Dr. Yates has been very welcoming, and I think that has helped. But it's also exciting knowing that hopefully our research will have some impact and will guide maybe practice recommendations later for nursing homes and nursing specifically, because I think all of us are going to be impacted by nursing homes or nurse aides. Either we're going to end up in a home, or like our grandparents will, our parents will. So I think just knowing that we are somehow informing that field is really rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Meg, for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and let us know a little bit about your research. We're certainly always looking for students to get involved in research, and this is just really about putting the word out there for them so that they know what's going on around them, and like you said, maybe helping them be a little bit less intimidated by it. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.